my ribs touch. Nah, I get it and go. Nah, I get it and go.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Swift, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To number 13. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He was brought down by Carl.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made right
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st down, Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Ravens have got it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring out the 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
47-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Flush to his right. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 21-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. They get this out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Complete to DeAndre.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
7 yards there and a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get... And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
That's the score. Ravens 42, Washington 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And Washington able to get a score back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Ravens 49, Washington 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss for Swift left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
Jackson now on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
14-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
She right got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.